John, is this your most complete game today, you think?
I don't know. I got to go watch the tape. But I told Kevin after, I've been in the situation he's been in, which is you got to stay somewhere for 3-4 days, and you're out on the road. And I just was hoping like heck they'd be stale. I've been there. I mean, I can remember where I had a team go to a city and we stayed, and we were there too long, and then we came out and played a team. And it was just so bad. But the other side of it is I thought we really guarded. I thought our execution offensively was pretty good. You know, low turnovers. You know, but we broke down. I thought Jamal played to win today. Every play was a winning play. Had to get on him early because he didn't want to drive by people. He wanted to set up dribble. You know, Alex was doing his thing, and you know, all of a sudden, you know, Derek Willis, I told him, Derek, you can miss shots when you rebound and block shots and defend. You don't have to make every shot. The way you were playing before, you had to make every shot because you were giving up the rebound, you were giving up defensively, you know. So, but it was a good effort for us.
John, Kevin was the latest coach to talk about how Tyler doesn't let the defenses speed him up. How important is that, the control of the pace?
Yeah, he is. We're trying to figure out how we have to play. And a lot of it is him talking to me and what do we need to do here? Like last game, we went to that middle high ball screen. But see, you got to understand, Arkansas would spread out. Vandy was not going to spread out. So we couldn't. We tried, and I said, do you like it? And Tyler said, no, they're too tight. So that's when we went to some high angle and some other ball screens where he could make plays. We even did some drag screens in transition, just again trying to figure out how do we play and how does he keep guys involved, which is what he's been doing. He had a heck of a game today. I mean, when you talk about playing as many minutes as he played, he got 2 fouls. Game got close. Hey, man, I'm putting him back in. Don't foul. How about that? Thought. You got 2. Don't get another one. And I took him out, and we ended up 10. When they got it to 7, you know, I just wasn't going to let it be a 2-point halftime game when we played the way we were playing.
John, Derek had a couple of pretty good games back to back. But was this a big step when he could play that well when he's not scoring for you, do you think?
Yeah, but he made a big basket. He made big free throws. I mean, the kid's got confidence, and he's built it himself. Now, just so you know, with Scal, I just didn't think this was the right game for him because of how these guys play. They're older, inside they're bigger, they shoot threes, and it just wasn't a game. But he's fine. I mean, we put in some stuff specifically for Scal, and I think going forward he's going to be fine. But I just didn't like the feel of the game. That was my choice. It was nothing he did or didn't do.
Kevin also mentioned that he thought Tyler uses his lack of size to it makes it an advantage rather than a disadvantage. What do you think of that?
For some reason, I bet you he would rather be 6'4". I don't know that, but I probably have to ask him that.
God, what was different about Alex tonight? He started similar to what he did the other night, but managed to extend the whole.
I think he's making an effort. You know, one of the things I've said to him, and I've said this to all the guys, Marcus and other guys, if you know, the old saying where you can't do the same things over and over and expect a different result. The other side of that is you got to ask different questions of yourself if you want to change. So the questions you're asking aren't working. So what are new questions? Instead of, I want to do this and this, maybe the question is, why am I not? What's holding me back? Or, if I do these things, I wonder if that'll help me. I mean, you've got to ask yourself those questions. And I think Alex knows he's, you know, how about this? I don't even want him to be more consistent. I want him to grow. I want him to get better each game. I don't want you to be more, like, let me be more consistent. I'm the same every time out. No, be better every time out. Do more every time out. Like I told him, you're the best big man on the court. Go be that guy. And then you guys ask me, well, why doesn't he want to do it all the time? And that's that question he's got to ask himself. You know, I said this. Everyone wants the corner office and the big car and the nice pay raise. But they just don't want to have the responsibility every day, every possession, every moment, that goes along with the corner office and the nice car and the, well, when I was in that other thing and no one even knew me for a week and I'd be all right and I'd go out and do it, and then every quarter I had to, well, yeah, when you're in the corner office, they want to know every day, every moment. That's what's hard. And like Tyler, he wants the corner office. That's what he wants. And he thrives in it. Other guys want in that corner office because they like to put their feet up and have the secretary, but it's on you now every day. They want to know you. What did you do this morning? What? This morning? I had a coffee. What are you talking about? So that's the stuff that we're trying to get through to these guys. Did I filibuster you guys enough?
Kevin, you went to Alex at the beginning of the game and obviously to start the second half. Is that one of those things where you just trying to get him going in every half when you guys do that?
Say that again?
You went to Alex Poitras. Beginning of the game, first half, he scored a couple buckets pretty early. Is that just you guys trying to get him going and get him engaged into the game?
Yeah, and I thought this would be a hard one for him because of their size, but he proves that if he just plays as an athlete and not as a bully, he just jumps and he's long and he can do it. See, it's easier if you try to bully. You don't have to leave your feet. You can lower your shoulder. It just doesn't get anything done. Being that athlete, bending your leg and exploding, being aggressive and going at the goal, it's hard. Being standing there and throwing it, that one's easy. This stuff that we have to do here and how this team has to play is really hard. The biggest thing you're missing here, we defended today. We defended the three. The only thing we did in the first half is we fouled. We had some bad fouls for no reason. Charles had one 92 feet from the basket. What are you doing? You just gave him 2 points. And I was trying to pressure. No, you fouled. You can't just give them 2 points. And again, you're talking about a foul shooting team. They made 80% of their free throws. They did 20 out of 25. You can't foul a team like that.
John, with all the snow yesterday, you had such a big crowd. What does that say to you?
I thought we'd have, Dwayne said 12,000. I said 18. And these knuckleheads figured out how to get here. I have no idea whether they came 2 days ago because they heard the storm, whether they were stuck on the highway and walked here. I don't know. But I walked in and I look up at 202 or whatever that corner is, and it's packed. Are you kidding me? You got to be crazy. No one's left their house. There's no bread on the shelves. There's no milk. There's no eggs. And 25,000 figured out how to get here. And they're going to wait for a radio show. What are you, nuts?
I take it you're not as impressed with the media turnout?
I was hoping Jerry was still stuck in Atlanta. Nice not seeing him yesterday, but...
On a more serious note, you talk about...
No, I was serious.
You talk about the way that Isaiah is playing overall for you now, especially on the defensive end.
Made a couple... Look, he's got to shoot 15-footers. Here's what I'm saying to a couple of my players. You're not going to take a tough shot unless there's 6 or 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Then take whatever you can get. But you're not going to take a shot like Isaiah came down in transition with 23 seconds on the shot clock and shot a ball that has no chance of going. Well, it does, 1 in 10. Then you lose. That's a losing play. If you make that shot or take that shot with 7 seconds, my guess is he'll make it because it'll have no pressure. Like, I got to shoot this. So we're trying to get through to like he and Jamal. That's winning basketball. And both of them are shot makers late in the clock. Like you see it. When it's not a responsibility to have to make an open shot, they just are relieved. And I've watched this one. And they shoot it. And now they make 60% of those. So especially Isaiah. Tried to get Charles. He had 2 pull-ups. He turned it over once. We tell him just pull up and shoot. He had a 15-footer and then quickly threw. Just so you know what I'm saying to this entire team. I've asked point guards in the past to do a lot. Brandon Knight, John Wall. I've had other point guards where I asked, I'm asking you to do a lot. Derrick Rose, I can remember we're in the NCAA final game against Kansas and we're down 15. They got like 5 pros. They're unbelievable. They're kicking us. It's 12. I said, do you want to win the game? He said, yeah. Quit passing. Quit passing. And he had one unbelievable half. But here's my point with Tyler. I put a lot on him. You in this room can't add to it. So if you have a shot and you don't take it, quickly throw it to him and make him take a shot, then you're out. I'm not playing you. He has enough on him. Be responsible. Take the shot you're supposed to make. If you can't make it, you better get in the gym at night and shoot it. But you must take it and not throw it back to him and make him now, with all that he's got on his shoulders now, have to make every shot at the shot clock. No, we're not having that.
John and Darrell put on too.
John, you've gone through stretches where you've been up and down, good game, bad game, good game, bad game.
Our team's getting better.
Well, I was gonna say, that's my question.
Anybody that thinks, I'm answering for you. Anybody that thinks this team is not getting better, you're not watching. Dickie V came in and talked to me and said, this is one of your teams that's not getting better. I said, so you're not watching college basketball that much? Like, what are you talking about? Well, the Duke game. The Duke game, they spread the court out. It was a different game. You got a lot of people packing it, and I'm trying to figure out when they do certain things, how do we play? This team is getting better. Derek Willis is better. Tyler better. Jamal's better. Isaiah's better. They're all better. Scow's better. Alex is better. Marcus Lee got to get back to where he was, but he's now starting to get better. If we don't play with energy, if we don't have enthusiasm, and I keep telling them, refuse to lose. You may run out of time. You may run out of time. But it's how you play. Refuse to lose. Dive. Take charges. Make plays. Don't have any thought other than, I'm not losing. And that's where I'm trying to get these guys, and we're slowly getting there.
John, your track record in recruiting is typically the taller, bigger point guard. What made you break from that for a 5'9" Tyler Ewing?
When I watched him, I just said, this kid is unbelievable in pick and rolls. He has the heart of a lion, and I'll put enough big guys around him, he'll be fine. He has a burning desire to win. And I watched him, and I'm just like, and Kenny Payne just kept on me because I said, I don't like little guys. And I even call him little guy. It makes him so mad. Give the little guy the ball. Oh, he just smokes. It's coming out of his ears when I do that. But the reality of it is, you know what? He's really good. He's really competitive. He's really smart. There are suggestions he's making, and I'm like, he's right. Let's go. Or I'll ask him in front of the team, Tyler, offensively, what are you feeling right now? He said, don't go in the middle, pick and roll. Do it more toward the side, and let's do it this way. I said, that's good. And I trust him enough. He's not doing it for him. See, there's some guys, what do you think? Just give me the ball every time. Really? Where do you want it? Just give it to me. Watch it. You can't ask that guy. He's playing to win. Thank you.
Thanks.